picture by Virginia Hamilton. This picture is being presented to you after reading Chapter 1 and discussing the Underground Railroad in class the previous day. Please take a look at the picture. I know it's not an exact replica of the description in the book, but it's close. It looks like the house might be an older home that was around that time. The gloomy trees and the shadows that they are casting across the windows and the porch and the ground are also descriptions from the book. What we're going to do in the end of the activity is to write an argument supporting why we feel like this is possibly the mood that Virginia Hamilton was trying to get across in the book. Some of the definitions that we will need to understand are claim, which is the statement that you are making about the guided question that I'm going to show you next. Evidence would be the ideas, facts, or examples from the text or image that you have to support your claim. Warrant are rules that we generally accept, generalizations. Backing would be evidence that supports the warrants, and qualifications and rebuttals are the counter-arguments, the other side of your claim. Look at these guided questions, and I put the picture back on here for you to look at. Does the author create a mood that is mysterious? What images make it mysterious? Does the main character find the house strange? What prior knowledge can you use in answering these questions? And the prior knowledge would come from the first chapter in the book or the discussion that we had the previous day regarding Underground Railroad. Now let's look at this organizer that we are going to gather our ideas on, that we will be able to use at the end of the activity when we write our essay. Does the character believe this house is used for the Underground Railroad? And some evidence that I have would be the character's father, a history professor, told him stories about the Underground Railroad. And some beliefs or warrants that I have is usually educators have facts to support their claims, and they usually just don't tell little white lies. My claim, very likely his father moved them to a location of his interest. Now, I want you, with your group, to go ahead and continue filling in the box with some evidence that you have that would support your belief this house was used for Underground Railroad. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do that together. Now I'm going to have you take the organizer to use as a guide as you write a short essay supporting your claim. Remember words that help with the transition. As a rule, typically, usually, would be with your warrants, and then your claim, you would use words like probably, most likely, likely, beyond a reasonable doubt. And then I've started one based on my evidence and warrant and claim. The character believed the house was an Underground Railroad home. His father, a professor, had shared stories of the Underground Railroad, and usually educators have facts to support the stories. Very likely his father moved the family to a location of his interest.